draft begins.
And we're live into the Karma Showdown Season 2, Week 2, and we've just begun the draft. Team A has suddenly banned Glaive, and I think they have a pre-planned team, don't you think?
Well, they haven't yet banned Glaive, but they're hovering over it. I think both teams will have a pretty strong idea of what they're going to do in the draft here. Taking their time. Yep, Glaive ban. Usually means they're probably going to be running or a mage in lane.
Catherine was banned second by Team B, and it seems common for them to ban Catherine in the meta this patch.
Yeah, no one really wants to do past that much. And as I said, running a mage, which is what Glaive sort of count. I think Team A could be going for Scar, is my guess. I don't know. Lyra is pretty much the meta roamer at the moment, so probably looking for something that can get to a mage, maybe like a Black Feather or an Idris as a flex pick. And there you go. So far, I'm 100% correct. Again.
Sweet J.
I think they'll have to go with an Arden or something, or a dive off for the roam. Ooh, jungle pit.
They're just wondering what they might pick for their captain.
Grace works really well with Rona as well. But yeah, moving with Arden. So yeah, looking for a bit of frontline and a bit of peel.
And Team B's hovering over Taka, and it seems like they're going for they pick Baptiste.
Swap heroes.
I'm not quite sure who's their draft I like better at the moment. They're both pretty unsynergized in what they could do. I would have preferred like a Finn or a Lance maybe on the A side. Allow Rona to get in there and with a goop and a slow and a pull maybe for a stun. And there's not much dive happening on the A side, so I'm not too sure why going for.
And we're just loading onto the Halcyon fold now, and it seems like that apparently we're cutting out.
The battle for the Halcyon fold has begun.
Ooh, so on Team B, interesting first buy straight up. It looks like we've got double CP. And the A side with Inferno buying a weapon blade on the up straight away.
There's Engage in the middle, and it seems that Kalain was caught out. He's all by himself. He's trying to run back to his team, and he does manage to get away for a bit.
Nice easy steal on the mid tree there. Team
A is playing really aggressively in their enemy's jungle, taking their farm and making sure that they have an early lead in gold. They might go for the Treant next, and yes, they are. Infernos is going to back off into the back jungle or lane.
So all three members of the team that attack Arden. I'm not quite sure what their plan of attack is yet.
And Clary seems to be caught out by the enemy, but they're backing off just in case. They don't want Kalain to die and give the first kill bounty. Clary making sure he has all of those farm the minions and pushing the lane because that's what Scarf is very good at. With his B, he can basically.
Blood? No, good save by Colin with the virus there. Idris getting bullied hard and lane at the
Teammates playing very aggressively against Team B. They're trying to push jungle and lane in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I think Colin's gonna. LP Minato is gonna be a little bit caught out here because he's got another wave coming. He's not going to be able to port home, whereas the Scarf's just gone home, bought a battery and a heavy prison. It'll be coming back to lane with more power and the wave push. So there's going to be a huge power difference in the lane. So I can't see the red team doing much here, and they've ganked from both sides. Good plays by the blue team. Everybody low in lane, the red team.
And it seems like Lagos is going to back off back to the sanctuary. And Scarf manages to get the first kill onto Galen.
It's actually the work of the Arden with the weapon blade there that brought the Lyra down really low. Scarf just finishing it off nicely.
Yeah, going into their builds, Shadow Killer's making sure he has a lot of CP onto the Baptiste so he can deal a lot of damage with his abilities. Clary Paris still maintaining a strong, aggressive farm in the lane, but backing off a bit because the enemy team is coming into the lane, making sure that LP has the farm, and Waglas seems to be caught out, going to back away, trying to evade the grasp of the enemy.
Bruna's all the way in the jungle though. She's going to take the back camp. Looks like Batiste is spotted out. She's definitely going down here. She's got the tree and Batiste on her. Batiste, one of the fastest heroes in the lower levels. Cullen sort of.
And Waglas caught out by the Crystal Sentry.
Oh my god, and she's
Shadow.
going to get out with the Vanguard. Idris not rotating. If Idris rotated there, that would have been easy kill. Not enough communication by the A team. Idris still missing that.
And it seems like Infernos is caught out a bit, but he seems to be able to get away with the help of Clary, the Scarf.
Looks like the red team's just a little bit disjointed in their communication. That should have been an easy takedown, but instead the gold's like shot out to just over 1k. Finally, Minato gets home shot, picks up the parts of the Sorrow Blade, still hasn't got enough for a Sorrow Blade, whereas meanwhile the Scarf just gets an Eve straight away. Rona's looking to start with a breaking point. What is that going to be? No. Shit.
Infernos already has a fountain at the 5-minute mark, and Kulain doesn't, which means that the blue team could be getting into team fight sooner, and here they are. They're going to bring the Lyra down to a quarter of her health, but she manages to stay alive. LP Minato both farming up and dealing some damage. But Kulain overextends and is killed by Waglas. Good job. And it seems like Waglas is going to be backing off, doesn't want to die and give gold to the enemy team. The blue team's playing really aggressively, and the red team right now doesn't want to lose their member, but they do. LP Minato overextends and is brought down, but
Scarf being brought down to about 10% health there. Alfie Minato spending a long time to get base and shot. This turret, if they get organised, the blue team should be able to push this turret down pretty easily.
they're playing aggressively in the lane. I would really like to see how this comes out late game.
The late game rune is going to be a bit too much for them to deal with, I think.
Especially since she's reaching it early in the game because of their gold lead. And they're trying to get a kill and push the turret. And Kulin's getting caught out by Waglas and Inferno again. They're going to try and get Shadow Killer now, focusing all their CC. But Shadow Killer uses his ult and pushes them away from him.
I don't think these two here should be able to hold the turret. Scar's low on energy though, so Clary Parry backing home. This is a good chance for the red team to push the wave right in and then get back to base and do some shopping a bit safe.
Blue team, however, has a 2.2k gold lead against red, and it seems like it's really helping out. They already have a couple of items that will assist them in team fights.
That gold lead's not from any objectives or anything either, it's purely from the bullying going on in the lane. Clary Parry is giving Minato a super hard time. The rotations by Waggles have been great too, and Cullen's going down again. This should be the turret.
Blue team's playing really aggressively against A, and Scarf uses his ult, trying to get some damage down onto Shadow Killer, but Shadow Killer, although getting bopped down to half of his health, manages to go away and save himself.
He actually fierce and shade the ult off Scarf there, so the Scarf was pushed out of the ult completely.
They're taking the gold miner, and it seems that Kulain and the red team have no idea. So they're going to take that objective, give themselves a longer gold lead, whilst managing to maintain the pressure in the lane. While Glaze coming back from behind, taking down Kulain almost. Kulain manages to use his fountain, and survive.
I think Cullen needs to build a little bit more health here to be able to get those heals up nice and strong. Ult from the Scarf after the fearsome shade, pulling out a bit too early. Should have been able to take everybody out. Down will go the TS tier. They should be able to push another turret. The Idris super low. Minions inside turret range, that's going to be the Idris gone. And turret number 2.
Lyra has to be really careful here. She's only a support and has 3 members of the blue team going up against her.
Another wave.
Shadow Killer's gonna come up and assist her as she teleports away, making sure she doesn't die.
Just focus on the turret here. They're trying to fight too much and they're copying aggro from the turret. Rona porting in a very weird spot. Fiery Parry is hitting pretty much every Spitfire at the moment, which is causing a lot of issues. He's got 3k gold to spend. He's going to be able to pick up a broken myth here. Goes for the Frostburn instead. Broken myth is a huge power spike for Scarf with the ult. As soon as you've got a few stacks and a Scarf ult, it's pretty much GG.
Each member of the blue team already has at least 2 tier 3 items, and however, the red team only has 1 for all of them.
Scarf poking the Lyra right down in the lane. Bit of unorganized play going on by the red team. This will be the turret for sure. Instead, they're going for kills weirdly though. Ult from the Scarf. Fearsome shaded out. Good work there by the Batiste.
Seems like red can't hold their ground against blue. They're just playing too aggressively, and the gold gap is so large.
Yeah, 6k gold gap, moving its way up to 7k.
Scarf has 40 more minions farmed than LP Minato, the Idris.
They're just grouping up and allowing that Scarf to just poke down with the Spitfires too easily here. They've got no real engage on the red team at all. Good party bush there by the team. They've taken down 2 members. Probably going to get 3 here.
Seems like LP Minato is able to escape. Clary and Waglas are on low health. Waglas is going to recall back, make sure he's at full health by the next engage. Clary is gonna be pushing along with Infernos.
LP Minato, they've wasted a fountain with another wave coming. This is 100% going to be the turret if Rona can get there.
Rona's just farming in her jungle, making sure she has enough gold to buy more items from the shop. Looking at the gold lead, it's insane. 7,000 gold ahead of the red team. But seems like Blue is gonna get caught out from in the jungle. Clary might not be able to escape. Kulain snares Clary, but it's not enough. LP Minato, though, diving in against Wagwas, not gonna hold out. LP Minato just escapes with a sliver of health. But Blue team's gonna take the Crystal Sentry anyways, ensuring that they have control over the jungle.
They're going to move to the gold now too. Red team's all got to go back. Blue team is going to have... Clary's going to have almost 3.5k gold here. Inferno with 2.5k, almost 3k. They're going to start to buy a lot of items. Broken Myth coming out. Crucible, Fountain, and Tension Bow on the item along with War Tread. Not sure about Tension Bow on the item so much. A lot of other items that will actually help a lot more. Sorrow Blade tends to work out a bit better, or even some CP so the damage of the gauntlet's done. But when you're this low, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Inferno still has his first contract.
Scarf only had 2 stacks there. A bit early on the ult. Just landing Spitfire after Spitfire though. Roan is going to be able to take everyone down.
They're going to take the 3rd tower, and Idris is going to get caught out, as well as Lyra. Shadow's the last one remaining. Gonna try and escape, but it's not enough. He's being slowed down, and it's an ace by Team Blue. They're going to push the lane, make sure they have the last 2 turrets.
To be honest. They should split the turrets here, so the death timers stay high. Yeah, this is 100% game. Full health on all the players.
And this is game. With Blue team winning, huge gold lead, huge 11-0 in kills. Red team never managing to kill a single enemy player.
11k gold lead, good work by both teams. The blue team, 2 weeks in a row, just showing that they're a little bit too strong. Next week we've got some high tiers coming in, which should be a challenge for them. But until then, thank you very much.
And that's